Hello, my name is Sharon Holly, and I'm a certified yoga therapist. And I'm so grateful to be here today to help and support those of you who may be experiencing lung cancer and or your caregivers who are supporting you. So today we'll be doing a little bit of breath work and movement that we call yoga. And I want to make sure to mention that it's important you check with a healthcare provider before doing any type of exercise, right? And also, if at any time any of the movements or breathing techniques I'm sharing do not feel comfortable for you, please do not do them. Okay? So this is about supporting you and what might feel good. I'm here to offer some possibilities. And so as we begin, I'm going to be here seated in a chair. You're welcome to sit with me, or if you've been sitting a lot and you want to stand, you can stand. But what I want to talk about is the movement of the breath and what we call diaphragmatic breathing. And so the diaphragm is the muscle in our body that helps support our breathing. It's right in the center and it moves up and down as we breathe. And so when we're thinking about inhaling, what we want to do is think about the breath expanding into the lungs and then down into the belly. Because what happens here is as the lungs expand, the diaphragm moves down and the belly expands outward. And as we exhale, we pull the belly back. The diaphragm then moves up, and then we release all the breath out of the lungs, right? So it's this kind of downward and then upward movement, right? On the inhale and then the exhale. And there are some yoga techniques who offer different types of breathing. This is of the lineage of Krishnamacharya, who is the lineage that I studied in my yoga therapy. So this is what we talk about. Sometimes we'll say, feel the chest, the ribs, and then the belly, and then the belly, the ribs, and the chest, right? Expand and contract. So we're going to start here. Now, in yoga, we tend towards something called ujjayi breathing, where we breathe in and out of the nose, and the lips are just gently closed, and we just kind of feel the sensation of the breath moving down the back of the throat. They often say that in yoga, the nose is for breathing and the mouth is for eating. So we have those little hair follicles in our nose that help to clean the air as it moves in. But if you're stuffed up or you're feeling, again, uncomfortable, just do the breath that feels most comfortable for you. And so, depending upon how you're feeling, you might bring a hand to the belly. You could bring both hands to the belly, one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest, just to support if that feels uncomfortable. Hands can be on your thighs, right? And so the idea is again, as we breathe in, we fill up first the chest and then the ribs and then the belly. And as we exhale, gently pull the belly back, the ribs and the chest, and the breath releases out. So I'm just going to take a few breaths like that. I'm going to do the ujjayi breathing in and out of the nose, but again, do what feels comfortable for you. And as you're doing this, see if you can slow down your exhalation. Maybe make it last just a little bit longer. And don't get too caught up in, am I breathing right? What's moving up? What's moving down? Just breathing. The most important thing is that the inhale expands in the torso and the exhale contracts, right? I think many of us were brought up, suck it in, breathe in, and suck everything in. So it's the opposite of that. And that's, I think, what's key. So don't get too caught up in the minutia. Just allow the breath to fill up on the inhale, fill the torso, and as you exhale, gently pulling back. You might even imagine the breath moving, right, as it breathes, as you're breathing forward and back, then maybe also side to side, expanding in the ribs, right? And then maybe even lengthening through the spine, right? And they say that that's the purpose of this, to lengthen more of the spine and to produce a elongation in the back. And so where can you create the most space in your body? Of course, that's what we're looking for, to let more air in, right? And so letting out and making sure that you're breathing in, right, fully, but not pushing or forcing the air. And as you exhale again, same thing, releasing all the air out without forcing or pushing. Okay, so nice and easy. Check in. If you're noticing the shoulders or the jaw are getting tense, that means that maybe there's something that doesn't feel right. So just do what you need to do. Just concentrating here on your breath, feeling your feet connecting to the earth. And we're going to add a little bit of movement, some movement that we call chest openers, right? And that's about stretching across the front of the body. And so we're going to begin with the palms of the hands together. And as we inhale, go ahead and open out, arms to the sides. We call these cactus arms. And as you exhale, the hands come back together. And again, inhale and exhale. One more just like that. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And then releasing the hands back down by your sides, perhaps rolling the shoulders forward, up, and back. Sometimes it's nice just to take a deep exhalation out of the mouth and a big sigh. And so from here, we're going to go ahead and move into, so this was a little bit of extension, right, and flexion. And we're going to move a little bit more of that with the hands on the thighs. This would be if you do yoga and you like to come onto your hands and knees, that feels okay for you. We're going to slide the hands forward as we exhale, curling the spine. And as we inhale, looking up, expanding, right? Exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. And coming back to a neutral spine. So I'm just doing everything a few times just to give you an idea of ways that you might be able to move your body. And so from here, we're going to go ahead and move into a little lateral extension here, or side bend. And so I'm going to reach over with one arm, and as I inhale, the arm's going to come up, and as I exhale, just stretching over to one side. Inhale back through center, and exhale over to the other side. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Coming back through center and releasing the arms back down. Another way we can do this is just sliding to the side too, just as an alternate movement depending upon how you're feeling. And so just noticing how whatever we can do to expand through the chest, open up the heart, just rolling the shoulders throughout the day, even if you're seated in a chair, right? Just to open and expand is a great way to allow some more breath to get into your body, to oxygenate your whole being, right? And that's so important as you're going through treatments and surgeries and whatever else that you're experiencing. And of course, we know that the breath can be a support for calming the nerves, for calming the nervous system. So when you're feeling anxiety, or you're noticing you're getting caught up in your head, it might be nice just to take a nice deep exhalation again out of the nose or even out of the mouth. And taking a moment to settle here, maybe feeling your feet connecting to the earth, right? Notice where they're touching. Feel your hands and where they're touching your legs. Maybe finding a spot on the wall or outside, whatever it is that you're looking on, and just begin to orient yourself into this moment and to ground yourself into your body, feeling the hands touching the thighs, right? Feeling the crown of your head lengthening towards the sky. And taking a few breaths here, just feeling the body settling into this moment. If it's comfortable for you to close the eyes, perhaps close the eyes. And picture whatever it is that brings you a sense of calm and ease in your body. One idea might be a waterfall, thinking about a waterfall gently moving from the crown of your head down to your toes, the water washing over you, releasing any last bits of tension tightness or holding in the body. If your eyes are closed, perhaps gently opening them. And in yoga, we often bring the palms of the hands together at the heart or even on the heart. And I just invite you to take a moment of gratitude for taking this time in your day to do a little bit of stretching and breathing to create a deeper sense of ease and peace in your body, your mind, and your spirit. Namaste. So thank you for sharing in that short practice. There's ways that we can add on to this. And if you're interested for any more information, you can feel free to reach out to me at sharonholly.com or look for my website to find any online classes that might be supportive for you. I work with a lot of people going through cancer and offer weekly classes online. Thank you so much.